All right, we're going to be looking at my personal favorite stock in the entire market, which is Primo Water Stock. This has been a great stock for me. It's done very well over the past couple decades. They've had numerous acquisitions. They keep expanding their business model. They keep doing a lot of great things that keep increasing not only their value as a company, but also shareholder value. So I've been pretty heavily invested in these guys, and we'll go over that stock here in just a second. So as you see, it closed at 25.17, just above its resistance line. So it looks like it's going to test $26 per share. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this hits $33 to $38 per share. They do have earnings upcoming, which we'll go over and get to here in just a moment. Um, as you see, the MACD crossed up the trailing line back in early September. Looks like it's lightly starting to bend down, which may reload for another run. The MACD, real quick, is a good indicator. Anytime the trailing line crosses down, if you would sell right here, and then buy right here, and then sell as it crosses up, or excuse me, buy when it crosses up, sell when it crosses down, you can make a pretty good living just trading off the MACD lines. Obviously, it's not the only indicator that you want to pay attention to, but it had a very nice bull flag right here, and one of my favorite symbols is the bull flag. Obviously, I like a cup and handle a little better, but the reason I like a bull flag, which as you see is right here, is because after a bull flag, it always spikes up. Now it is getting some accumulation pressure as they have earnings coming out. They typically have a very good PE ratio, which is something you really want to see in the stock, is a good PE ratio. And as you see, it's got some more gains left in it. They just announced acquisition merger with Blue Triton. Blue Triton is a very big company. It's going to add about $470 million to their bottom line. And they just went through their waiting period. So that merger is about to be completed and finalized here. Once it does, they're going to be over $1 billion company in revenue, which is something you really want to see. Um, as you see their projections, they're projecting on the high end around 35, 28. So it's kind of in line with the projections that I was coming up with, which is a good thing that you want to see. They've just been, like I said, doing good things. If you just do a basic Google search of global water shortage, everybody in the world is short on water. It's all over the US, it's all over Europe, it's all over the Middle East. Everybody is struggling with water, and we're also in an energy crisis worldwide, which the nice thing is a lot of people unfortunately are going to lean towards nuclear energy. And one of the things with nuclear energy is what is used to cool those reactors is water. It's basically the most inefficient and ineffective way to boil water, which is nuclear energy. As you see, only 3% of the world's water is fresh water. And we're already with a very limited global water supply, and we're tainting some of that 3% by cooling radioactive waste with it, which then creates tritium, which you cannot filter out of the water. So it basically ruins the water until we come up with a solution to properly separate the tritium from the water, as it shares the same chemical properties as hydrogen. So if you tried to filter it, you would also filter out the hydrogen because it has the same molecular structure. So due to that, that's also going to put an increased demand on the water supply, and it's also going to reduce the available water supply. So Primo Water has about 160 million shares available. It's got a PE ratio of 58 to 79, which means Wall Street's willing to pay $58 for every $79 in earnings. You'll see that creep up as we get closer to their earnings report and the finalization of their latest acquisition slash merger. And I look for them to continue their upward trend. So can't go wrong with bottled water stock. This is probably one of the more healthier companies outside of Nestle or outside of Pepsi. So that's why I like it. It's a good stock. I've been in it for about 15, 16 years now, and it's done nothing but make me money on it. So I really like Primo Water. It's been my favorite company. I like to add shares anytime I get the chance to because it Has a lot of indicators showing that it's going to continue its upward trend. As you see, it's got a really good stock analysis of buy, so it should be a nice little money maker for everybody.